This is actually a really interesting question. So, observing the center of the galaxy is actually pretty tricky because between us and it is a whole bunch of gas and dust. So, if you've ever seen the Milky Way in the summer, you're looking right into the constellation of Sagittarius. That's the direction of the center of the galaxy. And we're kind of on the outskirts, and so there's lots and lots of material between us and the center. Now, what we do know about the center is that it's a really, really crowded place. So normally in the outskirts where we are, when we talk about the distance between stars, we're going to use light years to say how far apart stars are. But as we get closer and closer to the center of the galaxy, it becomes denser and denser. And so stars are only astronomical units apart at that point. So an AU is Earth's distance from the sun. So stars that are really, really close to each other. It's a very dense area, and we tend to see lots of really massive stars. Now, the thing about massive stars is that massive stars' lives tend to be faster. The more mass the star has, the more it can crush and squeeze down at the core, which means the hotter it gets, the faster it can fuse through the material it has, and so the sooner it goes supernova. And when it goes supernova, well, that's a giant explosion, right? That's going to send a material out. So this limits the formation of planets as we understand it to a certain extent, because one, planets themselves probably take millions of years to form. So maybe there are some planets forming around these young massive stars, but there isn't enough time for them to fully form. And then two, the stars are dying, right? They're exploding. If you've got a planet that's forming very close to a star that goes supernova, that might not survive the process. Now, I'm using a lot of mights, we think, because this is something we don't have a lot of data on, right? We're not really sure because we can't observe this very well yet. Now, as our technology improves, as we get better telescopes, as we come up with new techniques, and as we learn more about other planetary systems, exoplanets and exoplanet systems in general, our understanding is probably going to evolve and change. But for now, we can say that for at least planets like Earth and a system like the solar system, the center of the galaxy would be a very hostile place. More stars, more opportunities for planets, but a lot more violent.